Hey, my good people of YouTube. Hi, everyone. So I'm in the car, and I sound really excited to be in the car. I'm in okay, got my life together. I'm in we ain't going nowhere traffic. I've been wanting to shoot another video, and I've been slacking on it because one, my lighting's messed up. Two, I'm wanting to do something different with my room, and I'm not too sure, so that's kind of like my backdrop. Anyways, I wanted to come and talk about basically your team, your circle, and what that is. In the past, I would say 2 years, I've had a big change in my circle. I've had to put some people on the bench. I brought them back out, but I had to put some people on the bench, and I brought them back out. I had some people who were in my past come back up and go away, and I've had a lot of different changes happening in the past 2 years of my life, and I finally feel like I have a dream team, and I'm super excited about that because I needed that. I've needed that for the longest. So one of the players very close to me, I actually had to put her on the bench. I had to put her on the bench, and I'm speaking this in as kind of the example or just an analogy of it all. Basically, our relationship was not healthy for both of us, and I kind of had to put her on the bench because I needed to take a seat and kind of regroup. She needed to regroup, and I was able to bring her back out in the game, and we are better than ever in both parts. So we're both experiencing really good growth, and we're going in for our dreams, and I'm so proud of her. I'm so excited for her. She feels the same about me, and we're just better than ever. So don't be afraid really to kind of put people to the side for a little bit, just so that way you can kind of regroup and kind of figure out what's the best way to kind of handle the relationship. Previous to that, it was very toxic. I'm a giver. I love to give. I love to surprise people. I love to give not only financially, time, effort, energy, resources, everything, because I feel like I just want to help everybody, and I want everybody to do amazing and awesome, and I want to be a part of that because I love that. And unfortunately, my giving became into a dependency, and so it just got unhealthy really quickly. And how we were able to kind of overcome that was I kind of took a step back, she took a step back, and then we slowly, organically allowed the relationship to exist again. Another team player, they got dropped off. They got left. Got dropped off because I'm a firm believer in everybody has a purpose in your life. You may not always know what that purpose is as it time may be playing out, but I think that it's up to us to pay attention a lot of the times to the signs, to kind of the experiences we've been having with people, where we want to go with people, our intentions with people. I'm not a believer in people who are just sitting around in my life just to be sitting around in my life. I'm a believer that you're sitting in my life for a reason, and I need to take advantage of that, and not in a negative way, but in maybe an appreciative way. You're here to humble me a little bit more. You're here to kind of encourage me. You're here to comfort me in a time of need. There's so many different categories, but I feel like there is a purpose. There was a person in my life, and unfortunately I had to let them go because I realized I didn't have a future with them. I honestly could not see myself with them, long term. It wasn't making the most sense. I was holding them back, actually. And it's kind of hard to explain without sounding a little bit weird. I was holding them back in a sense that they chose between myself and them, and they always chose me. And so doing that, it held them back, and they weren't at their full potential. And I couldn't stand to not see them there because I was advocating for that. So I really had to, like I said, take a step back, allow them to kind of regroup, get themselves together, and I allow them to just go off into their own little world, and they're doing much better now. Congratulations to them and all their success. But there was just no way we could exist and they exist and be prosperous, unfortunately. What else? There are other people that I kind of I wouldn't even say took for granted. I didn't realize how much of a huge help and guidance they were in my life, and how much of a blessing they were. I kind of had them there, but I didn't utilize them. And I'm so glad I did. I'm so glad I did. I'm so glad I reached out. I'm so glad that I just took a chance and I incorporated them into my life a little bit more. And it's a win-win, you know, for both of us. And I'm really excited to say that that people that I grew up with, that were always close to me or close to the family, I kind of reached out to them and we've gotten closer. I have like 3 people off the top of my head that I can think of that just come into more play into my life this year, and I'm so grateful for them because I've learned so much from them. I've been able to, you know, bounce things off of them. I've been able to work with them and bettering myself and you know, having some sort of influence on them. So that's super exciting, and I'm super happy that I've been able to do that. There was a period in my life, more than likely I think it was the beginning of this year till about, I want to say February, March, maybe March going into April, that I was like, you know what, I'm just going to go with the flow. I'm just going to, whatever happens, I'm going to take a chance. I'm going to just do it. I'm not going to think about it. I'm not going to overanalyze it. I'm just going to do it. You know, for some people that works. I've always been a very analytical, strategic type of person. It's part of my DNA. I'm a Virgo, birthday coming up or whatever. And I tried it, and I got three tickets. I lost somebody close to me. I didn't have my grip with school. Like, I completely like went left. So it doesn't work for me, but I did try it. Never again. I do believe that you can have fun, and I can be spontaneous. I can be, you know, irrational. I can do all those things, but still have a sense of control in the situation as far as my centering with stuff, and not just like going so much with the flow with it. You're kind of just like, I don't even know who's driving. Not the kind of girl to let that happen, unfortunately. So I have a grips back now, and I feel a lot better. I feel like I'm accomplished a thing, and I'm not just like reaching and grabbing and really not grabbing onto anything. So I'm glad that part is over. Never again. What else? Your circle. I think people expect a lot from other people, whether it be their time, their energy, their effort, their mannerisms, whatever case may be. And unfortunately, a lot of the times they don't meet up to our expectations. But one thing that I've always stayed true to is I'm in charge of me. I'm in charge of how I act. I'm in charge of what I put out into the world. I'm in charge of how I react to people. I'm in charge of everything when it comes to me, and making the better decisions. Just because somebody treats you a certain way doesn't mean you should treat them that way. Treating somebody how you would want to be treated, in my opinion, is the best way of dealing with somebody, because life's about a lot of things. In my opinion, life's a lot about good karma. Good karma comes from, if somebody has a stinking ass attitude towards you, that doesn't mean you give it back to them. You know, sometimes they need to see the light in everything, in the sense that they need to see that this isn't how life is reflected. Sometimes there's other things going on there. You know, there's always other things that relate to somebody's character. So I really do try not to let the Enid out of me, which I've referenced many times. If you're unfamiliar, you need to watch a couple videos. I really tried hard not to let her out of me. I haven't had to. Recently, I haven't had to. Thank God for that. It's a double standard with her, because the Enid out of me is the reason why is the reason I am who I am today. But she's also the reason why I don't have certain people in my life. Because my tolerance level is too low. My patience is too low. I will not take any crap, and I'll let you know I won't take no crap. So, you know, it's a double-edged sword. I use it to be assertive where I need to be. I use it to be, you know, understood. I use it to get ahead. I use it to basically get in my own head, to push myself. So there's a lot of reasons why, you know, the Enid in me, which is my mother, just kind of propels me and puts me in a better place. And I'm so thankful for that. I've learned, and now that I'm older, of how to use it and where to use it and when to use it. And the saying that I usually say, that a lot of people mimic me, but I'm dead serious when I say it, being right with the Lord. Being right with the Lord is a huge thing that means a lot to me, and that's actually helped me make better decisions, because in my head I would be like, are you being right with the Lord right now? Like, are you really treating people or doing the things you should be doing, or are you not? And that's definitely helped me kind of just take a second, get it together, and get back at it. So that's definitely helped, because it's kind of put that little reminder on my shoulder. So there's that. There's a lot of different aspects, just tapping into those resources, tapping into those things. Also, a huge part of your circle is just being the best version of you. That's something I'm very, very passionate about. Continuing to excel in both career and personal growth, spiritual growth, seeking out different ways to be closer to God, to be closer to my soul, what makes me tick, understanding myself a little bit more. I've been able to do that. Being single allows for a lot of quiet time, a lot of time for you to be present, a little bit more than sometimes you normally would. Like, I know when I'm not single, I'm very much engaged, very much involved, intertwined in whoever I'm dealing with, and I can be distracted from the things that I need to work on and that I need to be on top of. So, being single gives me that opportunity to do those things and to. All right, I'm at a stop sign, and y'all know how I feel about these stop signs, because not everybody likes to stop. But being single allows me to be able to pay attention to those things and work on those things and be better, so that way, if ever someone comes along the lines, I'm in the best version of myself at that point in time, and I want to continue to evolve and be better. So I'm taking that time out to do those things and to enjoy those moments, and to perfect my craft and feel a little bit better and a little bit different about myself. Appreciate all the hard work that I've done for myself and I've done for my family, and how much farther I want to go in life and things like that. So I'm getting stuff done, and I'm enjoying it, and I'm content. I'm no longer at a place where I'm like, God damn, really? I don't mind these breaks. And usually when I'm in a relationship, I usually have sometimes about a year or so till I really see myself or involve myself with somebody else on average. So this is about that time where we're just settling down, we're enjoying that kind of time off, and just kind of doing our own things. I still want kids, I still want a family, I still want to be married. Your girl is just right there on 30, which isn't very old, but at the same time, I have things. My mom isn't, she had me late, so she's older, and I want her to be around that. God willing, she will. Either way, she will, obviously, here or in heaven. I would love Crazy Enid to be a part of that, because it explains a little bit more about myself. But if not, that's fine too. But that's something that I think in my head. But again, whatever's in his plans will happen, because they've already been planned out. So I'm just living it. But so take care of your circle, guys. Just really, really appreciate your circle. I'm, again, a giver, so I like to do little things to show that I care, appreciate, stuff like that, because it warms my heart to make somebody else happy. Like, it really, really does. And it took me a while to do that for myself, you know what I mean, without feeling like, in order to make me happy, I had to make somebody else happy. Like, I can make my own self happy. Like, I do those things that make myself happy, like getting my hair done, my nails done, buying clothes that I like. But there's different things, like educating myself, like watching TED Talks and visiting multicultural events and things like that also make me happy. Having just full-blown sing-a-thon marathons, things like that. So I'm taking the time to do a little bit more of that, and kind of grooming and just getting myself ready to be back out there and stuff like that, what that looks like, and reevaluating my previous relationships and kind of where they've gotten me and what I've learned and what I want to do and what I want to change and how I want to grow. So and that takes time, that takes a process. It's therapeutic actually to do all of this stuff. So I'm excited. I'm doing more YouTube videos to have more time on my hands. I'm trying to get in the swing of things. I'm thinking of investing into a camera, but you see where YouTube is, and it got me messed up because I came in right after the rush. I wouldn't even call it a rush, but after the change of like, I think it was like it was June, like June 12th or something like that, where they did this new thing where like if you like the ad revenue and stuff, like you can't earn as much. So I literally have not earned anything. I want to be very honest with y'all. I have monetized all of my videos, but the new rule is if you do not have 10,000 views, you basically cannot, or you're not going to see any ad revenue. So I have not seen any ad revenue on my YouTube account. So this is solely up until this point, actually, this is purely enjoyment of just wanting to just get content out, wanting to these people just let me in because of the fact that they was gonna cut me off if they didn't. But this is just purely the fact of just getting used to being on YouTube and filming. I've been wanting to do this for a very, very long time. I've been wanting to put myself out there, as far as this has been on my to-do list. This is on my bucket list of just being consistent and doing it. And I've been putting out a lot of content. In the past, like, I would say June. No, maybe it was July. I can't remember. So far, I have 25 videos. That's a lot. That is a lot of videos. Because I'm not trying to do this full time. Because I know, unfortunately, I can't. It's not like it used to be, but I want to do it as like a really good part-time. So I'm really trying to get used to it. So I'm doing an overload. Some people just do this once every week, you know, and I'm over here doing it like 3 a week, you know, minimum. So we'll see how that goes. I have a lot of cool projects hopefully coming up too, so that'll be really, really great. I'm excited about. Sorry, this kind of keeps tilting because I'm driving, and the mount kind of slides a little bit. But yeah, that's essentially kind of where I'm at right now. And I just wanted to send this message to everybody, and, you know, think of your circle, evaluate your circle, enjoy your circle, you know, take part in your circle, be a better part of your circle, because it's just like, you know, giving out the energy, getting that energy, giving out the energy, it's just amazing. It's really good aura, it's really good karma, it's just really good vibes. So I hope that, you know, the people in your circle see that you make these changes, or if you decide to, or just paying attention to that, or encouraging them to do so. So yeah, I just want to put that message out there, guys. I hope you have a good one. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I really appreciate it, because I'm trying to just organically grow my channel. I did push it out a lot initially, but now I'm at a point where I'm just doing it just to do it, you know. Some people put out one video and they become like YouTube famous. Like, I done seen people with 30,000 on their first and only video. I'm like, what? But it's okay though. We're not looking to be YouTube famous here. We're looking to just be a regular. But yeah, all right guys, until my next video, I'll see you guys later. Bye.